Claire is angry. She is furious. She is raring to go. She needs to get some chest plugs. We're going to stop that music. Stopping the music for the last time, perhaps, because it is time to wrap up some of this Resident Evil 2. They say everything has a time when it has to end, and that time is now, because we're Claire, we're in Route B, Sherry is down there, she's all sick and covered in garbage. Actually, let us change costumes, because there is another costume we have not checked out yet, and that's Elsa Walker. This is probably, I think, my favorite of the costumes. Of course, Elsa Walker being the character from Resident Evil 1.5, the prototype for 2, before they came up with Claire. So they put her racing suit in this game. She is sponsored by many people. Look at all that sponsorships all over. So, we're going to wear this for the time being. Got that Taxico sponsorship on the back. What do we want to do? Let's see. I'm going to store some stuff. We need to go to the flesh hallway, is where we are heading right now. What do I want to take with me? Well, I'm going to need 2 slots for plugs. I'm going to need 2 more slots for spark shot. And there's going to be maybe some other items I want to pick up. Maybe I'll put the grenade away. Maybe I'll risk it and not take the knife. Do I want to not take the knife? Well, how am I going to kill the big boys that are going to be in my way? I don't have many grenades here. Do I have any? I have some acid rounds. Can use those up on the way. That seems like all the grenades that I have. Have some SMG bullets. And that's doing okay. But that's going to run out pretty quick. So if I'm looking at my handgun, the large caliber handgun ammo, this one, well, I could take some mag with me. Let's see. Do I want to start using this now, or do I want to save it? Or do I want to take the quick draw army with me? And maybe I'll just use these bullets up on the way. Maybe that's how we'll do this. I could make some more acid rounds. Do I want to do that, or do I want to... Actually, hold on a second. Let me remind myself. In Claire's run, it's been a while. In Claire's run... I'm just looking for... There it is. Okay, I was wondering, in Claire's run, when you combine the high grades, do you get mag or submachine gun? You get submachine gun. So do I want to use that to make more submachine gun ammo, or do I want to make more grenades? For right now, this is just what we'll stick with, I think. I think this is what we'll go with. We're going to take it slow. We're going to take it cautious. Because there are some large, possibly former orphans in the way. Not really clear on if the G adults are those orphans, or did they just come about through, were they just originally embryos that grew up? Could go either way on that one, I think. So we're going to take it slow down the flesh hallway. Green herb down here, but I don't have many slots, so I'll just leave it here for right now. I'll be coming back. Okay, yeah, there it is over there. It's moving. Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's vomiting. Oh, I thought I could get by it. I could not. Oh, it's vomiting right now. Okay, it was vomiting. I thought I could get by it, but then the embryos got me. I should have figured that. Whoop, I'm poisoned. And I'm coughing bad.
Can't breathe.
something on this shelf. No? Thought there was. It doesn't seem like there is. There's this guy in the road. Bad situation now.
Stop!
Well, I know. We do have to stop it. Except we can't when we're dead. How are we going to stop the toxin if we're dead? So that turned out poorly. It's very powerful. Alright, that didn't work. Gonna have to try something different. Alright. So, I wanted to use up my normal handgun bullets, but maybe that's not really the thing that we're going to be doing. Maybe I just do need to take what little mag ammo I have right now. Maybe I'll just need to take that with me. And just use that up as we go. Let's see. Right, so that's normal handgun ammo. That's 2 normal bullets? I can just put that away. I can put that away and that's fine. Alright, so now it's loaded up with the high capacity. High caliber, I should say. The handgun itself is high capacity, according to the thing. Alright. Let's go use up some of our better ammo. So it's going to be moving down there. Maybe we'll start off with some grenades. Grenades are a good start.
Shit!
Yeah, I can understand that reaction. It is big and disgusting. Alright, that's a better start. I guess that there isn't anything on this shelf over here. There's that. I'll just try it again, I suppose. It worked well the first time.
You bastard! God damn it!
You know, sometimes you can be stingy with your good ammo, figuring that you'll need it later, but sometimes I guess you just need it right now. I guess that can't be helped. Can't be helped. I guess I said that because I play a lot of Japanese games, but it's not really something you hear in English, do you? Hello? I'll just leave him out there. Alright. 3 slots. So that's enough. No, it's actually not enough for what I need to take with me. But I guess I'll be using some ammo up as I'm here, so that should be fine. I guess I'll use these grenades just to... Let's see, I can free up 1 slot by using some grenades, and that'll be enough to take the 2 the 2 plugs and the spark thing. But I still won't have any spots for any herbs unless I use up enough mag ammo. I didn't really want to use mag ammo on zombies, though. I guess I could use it on the big guy outside. And once again, the reason that inventory management is an issue is because in hardcore they don't give you as many pouches. They tell you, hey, make do with less pouches. It's like, but I like my pouches. More pouches are better, please. And they say no. Take less. So acid, I think, does some damage over time. Don't know how much, though. Like, is that going to be enough to kill him? I don't know. And where does this guy come from? It doesn't seem like he's here the first time I come around here, but he just appears. Alright, there's my second plug. Now he's getting up. Sir, I understand you work here, and I don't. I'm gonna need you I'm gonna need some space, if that's fine. He's crawling around. We good? Everyone good? Everyone's good. Alright, what did I have to do? I had to take the king plug and put it in there. And the queen plug is still in here. I'll leave that in there for right now. Get my big yellow gun. I wonder what Umbrella used this gun for. I guess maybe it was to... Well, no, the G adults wouldn't have come out of the lab if everything was under control. They wouldn't have needed it for that. I don't think. Was there anything in the sewers that they needed to hold off with the spark shot? You wouldn't think so. You would think that under a normal controlled environment there would not be monsters down here. Yet they had this here for something. Is there a description? For use on test animals. But what test animals are in here? Like the crocodile, I assume, was not giant and killing everything before it got virused. Let's see. I do have space for an herb. But they were testing something, I guess. You'd think that they wouldn't have released test animals into this environment. They would have kept them in a lab. Anyway, I'm not thinking. What am I thinking about right now? I should be thinking about doing this, about opening doors, getting out, the way we do. And, let's see, we know where the plugs are. So we need to put this king plug. I need to put it in there. And to do that, I need the queen plug to open that up. And there we go, for the fourth and final time. There's the plugs to open the door. We got our plugs. Time to open the door. Let's see, is the friend still out here? Yeah, alright. Tried this on a G-adult before? You know, I don't remember.
Son of a bitch!
How'd that do? They killed it in 2. That's not too bad. You think this suit is waterproof? You kind of hope it is. Oh? Did someone make a noise? Someone walking around? Yeah, over there. I probably just should have walked out without letting him get over there, but okay. Oh, that's, we want to go over there, we want to go down here, and then we want to head on out. Alright, there we go. Well, that's our final time dealing with the flesh hallway, full of its disgusting organs and monsters' eyeballs. I like how the flesh hallway stands out among the environments in Resident Evil 2. It's like you don't usually... Many of these environments usually don't have just like organic material growing everywhere. So it is a bit surprising when you first encounter it. You know, there are some games where there are just organs growing everywhere over all the technology and such, but not really this one. Anyway, so let me just put something away so I have a free slot. Okay. So remember how this goes. It says, so we know that the rook is next to the knight, not facing the queen. The king ain't next to the queen, but facing the knight right at the end. Knight ain't where the case marking says. So that means we know that the knight, that's wrong. This has to go somewhere else. This one is rook. I put that there. This one is bishop. This one's pawn. Pawn is always correct. Pawn's never wrong. So let's see. The rook is next to the knight, and knight is not where it's... So the knight is not here, which means that the rook, where I put it, it cannot be there. Well, actually, yeah, because if the rook is next to the knight, well, I mean, I guess that could still be in the other one. Yeah, rook could potentially be here. Rook is not facing the queen. The king is not facing the queen. The king is not next to the queen, but facing the knight. So that means queen and... So rook and knight are opposite of king and queen on different sides. The king is right at the end, and the knight is right at the end, so that tells us where the knight... That should tell us where the knight is. Because the knight can't be here, we know that's wrong. The knight can't be here because we know the pawn is correct. Could knight be here, where bishop is? No, it's because we know pawn is correct. So that means that knight and king have to be here at the end, and since this is not where the knight goes, that means this is where the knight has to go. And that means this is where the king has to go. Alright. So that means, let's see, the king ain't next to the queen, but facing the knight. So if king is not next to queen, maybe we should take out bishop and put queen there. The rook is next to the knight. Well, no, okay, that can't be where it is, because rook is next to knight, so we have to take that. Rook is next to knight, so rook should be here. Rook next to knight, not facing queen, so that would mean queen. Yeah, did I put... That's queen? Yeah, I put queen there. That means there's only one thing to put down, that's bishop. And there we go.
Alright, Sherry. On my way.
Hopefully, no one who worked in the sewer had to deal with any kind of emergency. You'd hope. All right. I get. So you know what we're doing. You know what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a part where it is very likely to die. So that means we are saving. Alright, so what do I want to use? I don't remember how good the spark shot is against Birkin. I don't know if that can stun him. If it can, that's actually pretty useful, but I don't know if that works. I don't know if it works like that against him. And that actually would make him actually would make this pretty easy if it worked that way. So I'm guessing it probably doesn't, because it would be a bit too easy if that worked. Let's see. I have a couple flash grenades, which could be good to take. That might be alright. I don't have many in the way of grenades, of course, so maybe I should just I only have one flame round, so maybe I should just... I could make some acid rounds, but maybe it might be a better use of ammo to just shoot him in the eyes. I'll take this with me. I guess I'll take the mag with me as well. Let's see. Yeah. So I have some mag. I'll take the machine gun. I have some healing. Take these grenades. I have even more flash grenades. It's not a bad thing to take with me. I'll leave a space open because I do know that I can mix together more hand grenades. So that does fill up that slot. Maybe I'll put that away. I do know I can assemble another mixed herb on the way. Maybe this is all right. Well, let's give it a go. So on hardcore, of course, Birkin can just kill us with a couple of shots. And if he doesn't, it's always possible to get boxed. Alright, let's make the needles go to the things. There we go. The needles are at the things. Still on fine. Not anymore. Oh, not. This is going real bad. I guess I'm going to have to use this already. Alright, here he comes.
Should have known you wouldn't die.
See, she seems so unimpressed by that. Alright, we're pressing the thing. Let's shoot some eyeballs. No, he's still going. That's it.
Have I got a surprise for you?
Oh. Oh, it happened again. I wonder what it is about this battle. About this bit right here. It happened in the middle of the battle this time, not the end. Not the end, but it did happen. Hold on, I'm just gonna do some of that. While I try to force the game to close down. So just give me a bit. Alright, so that happened again. This time, like at the beginning of the fight instead of the end. I have no idea what it is about the box fight that is doing that. The weird thing is that OBS doesn't actually report any errors, but the stream stops. Even though OBS says that the stream is still going. The stream, it does not continue. Neither does the game. The game just stops entirely. Birkin doesn't stop, though. I mean, he keeps going. He's just a machine that doesn't stop. However, I don't know if there's something about the game that doesn't agree with OBS. Something about this section of the game. But then again, the first two times I did this fight, it didn't lock. It only locked for the first time with Leon A.
Should have known you wouldn't die.
Maybe the physics, maybe the calculations the graphics card needs to do to render the box. Maybe it's too much. It's too much pressure on the graphics card. I mean, everyone's talking about how, like, ray tracing is the big new thing that requires all this expensive hardware. What was not known is that it's actually rendering this box that is beyond the capabilities of modern hardware. Oh, he didn't... Thought he would go down to one knee from that. He did not. There's a big wide shot. On one knee, alright.
Have I got a surprise for you?
I hope it's not the surprise that we got last time, Claire. Like, I like surprises. They're fun, especially surprises that involve boxes. Okay, we did not get the surprise from before this time, which is good. I'd like to avoid that surprise. I don't want him to jump that way. It's like the opposite direction. He didn't seem affected by that grenade at all. Oh. Alright, we'll keep at it. Oh, so many slashes. Hopefully,
All right, time for an encore.
he stays down long enough. If not, let me just get one of these ready.
I'm so
What?
sorry, Sherry. Great. This is taking forever.
I mean, it would have taken a lot, not as much time if we didn't have to deal with the game locking up because of the box fight. I guess I'll never know why it was crashing there. Technically, Mommy's not here. Like, Mommy is somewhere else talking over a speaker. It's not quite the same thing. It's not quite as reassuring.
Sherry? Claire?
Now, just want to mention, I don't really understand Annette's side of the conversation here.
What are you doing? I'm here to help.
Sherry's been implanted. She can't be saved.
Right, nothing we can do for Sherry.
Kidding me? You're her mother. Get in here!
You don't understand. William is still out there, and if I don't stop him...
This conversation is over!
Wait! Wait! I can treat her. In my lab. It's not far away.
So there is something she can do, and the lab's not far away.
There's not enough time.
But there's not enough time to help her.
Millions of lives are at stake. Sherry, Mommy loves you, sweetie. Goodbye.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, Claire doesn't get it either.
Sherry, don't worry. I will get you whatever you need, okay?
Why are you doing this?
Because I care.
Thank you, Claire.
Claire, I really like your jumpsuit. It looks really cool, like you're an Ava pilot or something. Alright, let's get Sherry to the cable car.
Annette said her lab's not far. Wait,
But
that cable car.
it's not far, but also too far to actually help her. It exists in a paradox state. The lab is not far away, but it is too far at the same time.
You're gonna be fine. Almost there, Sherry. We're almost there. Oh, good. The cable car. Here. Okay. There you go. Just hold on, Sherry, okay? You're gonna be just fine.
We'll get you some eye drops and everything.
Okay. Better check everything.
Or we don't have to check anything.
Back.
Just head straight on.
This tram is bound for Nest. Do not exit until the final destination.
Hey. Are you okay?
Your jacket's so warm.
My brother gave it to me. You know it's supposed to be lucky?
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Are you kidding me? You were doing just fine without me, so I came along and got you all sorts of trouble. I have something of yours.
I don't want it.
Really? Why not? It's so pretty.
It's from my mom. For my birthday last year. All I really wanted was for her to be home more.
I know it seems like your mom doesn't care, but... Hey, Sherry, come here. Hey, hang in there, okay?
Now, arriving at Nest.
It's okay. I've got you. Come on.
Does it say Cobra Tornado on her shoulder pads? What's the Cobra Tornado? You can kind of see it from there. What is that?
I'm getting you treatment. Just hold on, Sherry. It's okay.
For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety, stand clear until the doors welcome to Nest. Enjoy your visit.
All right, Sherry. You can rest in the box. Unfortunately, we cannot put Sherry in the box. It's not... I mean, she could get in there. It's not that small, but we'll put her in the bed.
Okay. Here you go. All right. Now what? There's got to be something here. Antiviral agent. That's it. That's got to be it. Hey. Hey, Sherry. I gotta go. You stay right here, though, okay? I'll be back soon. I promise.
All right, Sherry. I gotta go create the devil. I mean, that's what the file says. I didn't make it up. I gotta go create the devil, and then I'm gonna put the devil inside of you. I mean, look, this is science. This is proven science. We can't question it. All right. I can put a lot of this stuff away at this point. Let's see. Do I want to... Let's see. I'm going into the, let's see, cafeteria, kitchen, nap room area is where I am going. Let's see. I have some needles on me, don't I? Yeah, I got that. Okay, that's probably pretty good for right now. Take out my ink ribbons. My ribs. Never again will the box freeze the game as we have now saved. Okay. Alright, we want to head... Alright, so basically 3 wings of the lab. This is the first one we want to go in. Some bullets here. I don't really need to... I don't really need handgun bullets at this point. Let's get this grenade.
Please enjoy.
Just gonna take up a slot. We got some needles. Some butt eating, but we don't have time for that. Into the kitchen we go, where of course they keep the gunpowder. Where else would you keep that? And I think there's a dude hanging out here. There he is.
Hell is up with you?
Claire just has no idea how this man can possibly take all these gunshots. Not great. Claire's long-term memory, not too great. let's see. Yeah. We do want to take this, attach it to this. Now we have this. What did that attachment do, by the way? Let's see. Reduces the time between shots. Well, that's always useful. We can't do the power because we don't have the box. We do get the box earlier in Route B than we do in Route A, though. Alright, and now we're done with the first wing. Well, we will be going back to get that precious pouch, but can't get that right now.
Dr. Lee, your
There's ink
presence
ribbon. I can't
is
pick that up
urgently
because I gotta put some
requested
stuff
by Chief
away.
Cartwright in the east area.
If only I had additional pouches, but where could I get such a thing? Well, maybe we'll never know. Oh, there's like a file on the... yeah. I'll just take that and put it away. Might as well. How did it even hit the typewriter from there? Seems like I was too far away from it. Alright. In here, and then... Yep, box is right here. So, extend this bridge, and then we're going to go back, and we're going to get that pouch. I'm still thinking back and forth in my mind about whether I like the original or... Oh, that guy's still up. The original or new soundtrack more. See, I get what they were going for when they didn't have, like, much music happening because they wanted you to have to listen to ambient sound, especially at the beginning in the police station where you're listening for zombies. So I get why they would have wanted less in the way of music. But the original soundtrack is just really good. I think maybe the first time round, I think it's good to have the original playing. I mean, the new one playing the first time round so you can hear, you know, the sounds around you. But the second time you play it, I think, and you know, like, where everything is, I think the remake... That's why we keep saying that. The soundtrack from the first game... The one that we're hearing right now. I think that works better, probably. Anyway, I now have 2 more pouches. So, we got pouches. We're doing good. Doing strong. Actually, wait. I'm going into Ivy Town. That's right.
So, antiviral agents in the west area.
And if I'm heading into Ivy Town, how many fire rounds? Like 2. And there's 1 in here. Well, it's not many. But fire is very good for this section. So I should probably bring it with me. I only give 2 remaining there. What could I put away? Well, this won't last very long, I guess. There are some non-Ivy zombies in there, but I'm going to be doing Ivies first. Maybe I'll just put this away entirely and just use Spark Shot and Flame. We'll see how that goes. I mean, I'm not going to be able to use too much Flame. I guess that is one thing about Leon's run. Since he has the flamethrower, you have no shortage of flame when you're fighting the Ivies. Whereas with Claire, we could make a bunch of shells, but they would all be acid. And it does seem like flame is objectively better than acid in the remake. I mean, I know that acid is very powerful, especially against living things. But fire just seems to do a lot more in this. Anyway, it might be about time that we're actually going to have to use gunpowder to make new ammo. Haven't really done much of that. I didn't do it too much in Claire A either. Like in Claire A, I basically didn't really use gunpowder until the end, and it seems like that's happening again. Whereas with Leon, I think I ended up using gunpowder earlier on. Don't know why that is.
You bastard!
His health was not low enough. Do I want to use another one? I guess I'll use another one. Alright, so his health had to be lower for the flame round to actually finish him.
Dispensing solution now.
I'm going to leave this cartridge here. I'll pick it up when I'm ready to come back. Well, not when I'm ready. My words are coming out in weird orders. I'll pick them up next time I'm here and I'm ready to actually fill that cartridge, is what I'm saying. What we need to do now is unlock these two things. And I think that we'll take a little break, a little 10-minute break. We'll be coming back with our finish up of Resident Evil 2. As Claire is angry and loud, and she has heavy weaponry as she fights the plant men. Be back in a few minutes. Okay. So, I don't have much in the way of flame, but I do have some spark shots. So that's what we're going to be using here. Maybe it just kind of falls like that. I don't remember if fire was the only way to kill them. Like, if they keep getting up and I keep knocking them down, is there a point where they just stop getting up? I forget now. Of course, with Leon, he had plenty of fire, so this didn't matter. But with Claire, this is gonna matter more. Anyway, what? Okay, what does this say? I think that says 6831. 6831. Let's remember that. A 6 and an 8 and a 3 and a 1. It was not that. All right, so... Oh, actually, I think this was it. 5 and 8 and 3 and 1. There we go. You know, I think that the Angry Claire mod is probably the best mod. Like, I know you could say that it does... You know, it's not subtle. It takes away from the atmosphere, maybe, for Claire to scream at everything that appears, but... You know, I didn't notice that they grew their nodules back like that. I guess that's so if you shot the nodules, when they get back up, they will still have nodules to shoot. What's my health? Oh, I'm on fine. She was moaning a little bit. I was wondering, what? Am I hurt? Nah, doesn't seem like it. Okay. So... Alright, I do need to get the... I still do have the power box on me. Did not put that in the box inventory box thing. Did not do that. Okay, this is something I need. Now, when do these fellows get up? They're not getting up quite yet. Let's see how long it takes. Let's do some earth. Let's earth it up. Go. Let's just head over to the save room while we're here and plumb its creamy center. All right, I'm getting some fire. Getting some back. That's good. All right. So the liquors are going to be coming. People are going to be standing up at some point. Well, let's see if we can just sort of walk by without making anyone angry. Yeah, that's right. The trophy isn't here this time. Let's take that. Still there. We could do something about that, though. Oh, that was only one. Great. There's a second one, but it doesn't seem like it's right here, so that's fine. Great. I can hear the screaming. It's kind of hard for them to be stealthy when they have that following them. Well, precedes them, really. No one coming. Do I need the power box in this wing? Or is that it for the power box? For I guess I'll just take it with me. Right, got the trophy. Gonna head over and open up the lab. All right, what does the trophy have to tell us? It has to tell us 2-0. Is that a 4? It might be a 4. 2043. It was not that. Let's see. That maybe a 9. Still not that. All right. So that's 2, 0. Is that 8? Maybe that's 8. Yeah, it was 8. All right. Drop this as we do. And take this as we do.
You bastard!
I can just run down here. All right, time for our little puzzle.
Manual mode engaged.
We could just leave it on.
Adjust amount of
Could just leave it on
solution
automatic mode if you wanted. All right. So let's see. How did this go last time? We have. Let's see. We need to. Well, this is the only tube that could get the necessary amount. So let's see. This and this are holding the same. I could do this. So now these two are holding the same. And now these two are holding the same. There we go. And then, as you do with herbicide, you have to freeze it. Everyone knows this. You take something that apparently is fertilizer for the plants, seems to be, and then you freeze it cold and then spray it on the plants, and it will kill them. That's how it works. All right, where are the friends? Here's one friend. Well, there are two of them right here, so we could try this.
You bastard!
Did not kill them. All right, there we go. Oh, not that way. Down here. All right. You still have a liquor. And, of course, the zombies will probably be getting up. They're up. Okay, what do I want to use here? Well, don't really want to use either of those ammos, but I guess I have to. Oh, no, actually, I could. No, the liquor's there, so I don't have enough time to get in there. What should I take with me? I have been picking up a bunch of ammo. I mean, for the handgun. Maybe I should just use these on the zombies instead of using my bigger stuff. Do our thing, where we're gonna hang out by the safety of the door. Nice and safe. Well, I mean, okay, there we go. There is someone in view.
Jesus!
It's very fast. I have one grenade on me. Maybe I should just try to launch it. That's not... That hit the ceiling. That did not go as planned. Well, one of the zombies is down anyway. Is anyone else around here? There's the liquor. No one's looking at me. Is anyone down here looking at me? Yeah, there's... Well, not looking at me. Like, they're by the wall. I can probably just get by them. Hello. Nice day us scientists are having. Here at the Umbrella facility. Just keep walking.
Welcome back.
We'll fit in. Yep, I'm Dr. Lee. Gotta check my email, as a responsible scientist will do.
Damn. Should have packed my parka.
And of course, we have the best animation in the game, of course.
Cooling sequence in
It moves, it pulls, it spins, it pushes down, it screws, it unscrews. There's just something relaxing about it. Anyway, we have our herbicide.
Cooling complete.
Hello? Anyone out here? Well, yeah, he is. Oh, all right. I mean, I'm good. I'm okay with that. Let's see. That one might be back up. Yeah, I can hear him. There he is. That's not what I want. I want this. There's also a zombie walking around. I don't see him, though. There he is. Oh, over there as well. Alright, we have our thing. This thing, gonna kill the plants, get the wristband. What's happening in here? Look at this guy right here. He is still up. Good for him.
Dispensing solution now.
So much for the weed infestation.
Yes, but there...
You have dispersed a dangerous solution without authorization. Your actions have been logged, and you may be subject to disciplinary measures.
About to say that so much for the weed infestation, but of course we still do have more, don't we? Unfortunately, that poison spray doesn't kill everyone down here. It'd be nice if it did. But the ivies seem kind of immune to the whole thing. Well, only one of these left. Yeah, I thought I remembered someone appeared in here. Well, that's it for my flame rounds, but that's fine because that is also it for this wing of the lab. So that's most of the Ivy. I mean, I think that we'll meet Ivies again when we're running out of here, but that's it from... Oh, no, actually, I do still have some more. 2 more. So that's good. Out of spark shot ammo, so I guess I'm putting that away for right now. Alright, what am I taking with me? I guess we're going to take this back out. Don't have too much ammo for that, but I guess that's what we're using. Actually, the third wing of the lab doesn't actually have any enemies in it until we fight Will, isn't that? I think that's the case. I think it is. Let's look at that. Any reds? I did leave something behind, but okay, I guess that's fine. Anyway, that's the second wing of the lab done. Still something there? Yeah, we'll take the grenade. Use our power box one more time. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to get there. There we go. I could have just thrown that away, but that's fine. I'll also put this away. Big Bill's email, where we find out he was going to sell to the military. Don't know how he thought he was going to get away with it. What with Umbrella having their own personal army. You know, when you're thinking about what could you get away with on the job? What do you think that you could... What do you think would be worth risking trying to get one over on your employer? If your employer has an army of mercenaries that they keep on retainer, you know, probably don't try anything. Probably a bad idea.
Damn it. Look at that. All right. Hell yeah. Got it. Thank God. The antiviral agent. Gotta get back to Sherry.
All right, okay. We now are carrying Devil in our pocket. Let's get all the stuff. Stuff is being gotten. Alright. So, you know what we're doing now. Time to fight Big Bill. So we need to think about what are we bringing with us. Alright, first let's think about healing. Well, actually, I don't want to store that. Let's take it out. Let us combine. Do I have a green to combine that with? Alright. Here's this combined with this green. Not that one. Let's put some stuff away while I'm in the middle of doing this. So just evaluate how much healing do I have. This is a fight that I tend to take a fair amount of damage in. I'll put this away for right now. as I continue doing this. You know, there's just something really satisfying about the original sound effects that the new sound effects just don't have. Alright, it appears that this is all the healing I have. It's quite a bit. It's quite a lot of healing. So that's good. But now we have to think. Now we have to consider what weapons we're bringing with us. Well, I think it goes without saying that we are going to be bringing the mag with us. Not too much in the way of ammo for that, unfortunately. So we won't be able to use too much of that. What I now have to think about, got a lot of gunpowder. Got a lot of it. Do I make a ton of acid rounds, or do I make a ton of submachine gun ammo? Well, I guess what I'm doing in this fight is I'm trying to pinpoint his eyes, so maybe the submachine gun is better to hit the eyes with. Like, maybe that is a better way of going about it, so maybe I should make some submachine gun ammo. I could splash him with a lot of acid, but... So maybe ammo for this is what we're making. You know, just to keep my options available, we are going to save right now before I actually start mixing gunpowder. Okay. Of course, Leon got the yellow gunpowder, which I believe that was what created Magnum ammo, which we don't get. We're not getting it. Oh, yeah. This way. Alright, was that all the whites? I think it was. Yeah, I don't see any. So all the remaining gunpowder I have could be used to make handgun bullets, and that would be a lot of handgun bullets. But I don't know how useful that would be. Well, I mean, hopefully we don't have to come back here to find out. Hopefully we're able to do this without dying. But of course, there's no guarantee of that. All right, so get out these hand grenades. Do I want to bring any flashes with me? I probably could put like one of these away to bring some flash bangs with me. Probably don't need a knife because we don't get like a defense prompt, I don't think, in this fight. Alright, so is this good enough? We got a lot of ammo for this, so I'll use this to shoot out his eyes. And then I can do a bit more damage with this. I don't have a whole lot in the way of grenades, so I don't know if there's really a reason to bring the grenade launcher with me. Maybe having all this health is a better use for that. We're gonna find out. Oh, I needed to bring that with me. Okay. I thought, well, I can just put the wristband away. I can save a slot. No. 2 bullets. Is that really good? I could probably just put that away. No, I actually do need to bring this with me. Now, I can only assume that the reason that Annette felt that she couldn't leave the lab was because she was working on whatever this is.
This ends now.
Like, we never find out what this is she's shooting him with, but I'm guessing this is what she was working on.
What the hell is this thing?
That was my husband.
She is my creation!
William! I should have killed him while I had the chance. I don't know why, I couldn't do it.
So easy to kill all those orphans, but when it came to William, man,
Honestly,
I don't know.
We're married to our work than each other.
Just couldn't find it in me to do it.
What about Sherry? How could you just leave her all alone while Raccoon City burned to hell?
I couldn't let my daughter grow up in a world with the G virus in it.
But that's no excuse to leave her. I got this.
Sorry.
No. I got this. You should take care of Sherry.
You don't know what you're up against.
I have a pretty damn good idea.
Whatever you do, don't stop until it's finished.
Trust me. This ends now.
She's so much more eager to do this than Leon is.
Until target is neutralized.
Also, it's good that someone pointed out to Annette, Annette, you haven't had this whole time. You have not been doing a good job of having this. You should let someone else have it, maybe. He's being real sneaky. I'm just not dodging that, am I? Just doing a real bad job of dodging it. Considering how big this eyeball is, I seem to be having a lot of trouble actually hitting it. It's picking that up. It's picking that up. gonna go suplex that wall? Yeah, I believe this is where he does that. It didn't stop his movement at all. There we go. I love how gross he is. Just full of just wiggling, pulsating, exploding eyeballs. And when the eyeballs explode, it looks like they're vomiting. Just like all just yellow bile going everywhere. And he keeps growing more eyeballs full of yellow bile. I can't imagine he actually sees out of them. Because it would be overwhelming, right? It would be overwhelming if he actually had vision coming in through all of those eyeballs, just from so many disparate perspectives.
Is now operational.
It'd just be too much information. Like, you wouldn't know if you're coming or going. Is that everything? Still something. Still, okay, on here. Now that's everything. Alright, let's head back to Sherry. Yep, that's right. Heading back to Sherry and the Mother of the Year for their tearful reunion. And of course, if we're going to get an emotional cutscene, it does of course mean that we need to get into the 98 costume. And I think that is how we will finish out our playthrough of Resident Evil 2. The polygons emphasize the emotion, you see.
I knew you'd make it. My mom needs help.
Annette? Sherry? How are you?
Okay. But you don't look so good. Mommy?
Hey, look at the screen. Oh, thank God. So Sherry's gonna be all right? She'll be weak for a little while, but yes. She's free of the G virus. Did you hear that?
What happened to her?
She was attacked by the monsters. Don't worry about me. Take my daughter to safety.
I'm sorry, Sherry. For everything. Your life is what is important.
We can't just leave her here.
You're right, we can't.
Attention, unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected. Facility lockdown initiated.
What does that mean?
It means I'm gonna have to somehow get back there so I can shoot Ada. Look, don't ask.
Virus leaves the building.
I'm very resourceful. It's fine.
Save my daughter.
No!
Sherry! Sherry, we're gonna say goodbye to your mom. Mom, please say goodbye. Please, Sherry. Listen. She loved you, okay? You really gotta get going. Come on.
You were right about this jacket. I'm so lucky to have you.
We can talk more about that later. We gotta hurry now. Come on.
Because, of course, when we got that announcement that the self-destruct system had activated, that's when Leon takes the virus. So that means that Leon right now is fighting Birkin, and Annette is just zooming right down there right now, so she can be part of that scene.
You walk faster?
Yeah?
I don't want to rush you, but we have to go.
Let's see. Yeah, that's fine.
Self-destruct attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate.
I'm sure there's like a shortcut that Annette takes to get there. That's what she had to pretend that she was dead, so Claire and Sherry would leave, so Annette would be able to get back down there.
Let's get the hell out of
Use
here.
the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to
Claire?
Yeah?
Thank you for being so nice to me. For helping me. I'm really glad I met you.
I'm really glad I met you too, Sherry. But save your thanks until I get you out of this place.
to the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform.
Knives are good, but I guess I can leave this behind.
Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train.
Never really looked at the explosions that were happening down there. Let's see. What am I encountering along the way? Like there's gonna be some IVs, so let's see, maybe put some of this stuff away. It's not many, but there are some. I think I can finally put the wristband away. Let me take out Spark Shot. Check out this thing, Sherry. Look at, isn't it cool? I guess Sherry's not really thinking about how cool it is right now. Hey, we might as well do this. Just be on the safe side. Alright, so I got that, Magnum, some TMP, some grenades. It seems like that's probably fine for the IVs that we might encounter.
10 minutes until detonation.
Sherry, run!
Hope you're okay back there, Sherry. You doing fine? Well, if I don't hear well, if you don't hear anything, that means you're doing okay.
Of course. The stupid thing's locked.
Hold on.
Sherry, what are you...
I think I can open it from the other side.
Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate.
Damn it, your timing sucks.
Minutes until detonation.
Jesus!
To the bottom level to
I got it!
Nice work, Sherry.
Zombie in the way. Okay, just went down immediately.
Sherry, you hanging in there?
That's the elevator ramp.
Atta girl.
So Leon's going to be fighting Mr. X on that.
Claire! Maybe we can use that.
Worth a try.
Before we use that, let's do our thing. We have a bunch of these. Can take these out. Really no ammo for that, so I can put that away. Let's see. What do I want to have with me here? I guess I'll have the TMP, the mag, the grenades. Don't have a whole lot of that, but I guess that's what I'll be taking with me here. I do need to have 2 slots available, though, don't I? Like, barely any grenades here, so I don't need to... I do have a lot of handgun ammo, but I don't think it's really going to do a whole lot against Big Bill. I do need to have 2 slots available, though, don't I? So... I guess those 2 will be fine. And I don't think there's a typewriter, so...
8 minutes until detonation. Attention, self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate.
What are you doing?
I gotta get this train moving. I need you to stay right here, okay?
Okay. I promise I won't move.
Good.
Be careful.
Always.
I wouldn't say Claire's always careful. I mean, she does get results, but I wouldn't actually call her methods careful.
Okay. Alright. Did something. Okay. Alright, it's working.
Claire!
What? Leon? You're down here too?
Yeah, but the whole place is coming down. Look, you need to get out. Fast!
I know. I found a way out. I think we can all make it. Where are you now?
Claire, are you still there?
Leon? I'm sorry, you're breaking up.
Don't worry about me. Just get out of here.
Leon! Leon! Damn!
Leon, I found this, like, I don't know, train elevator? I'm not really sure how to describe it, but I guess we can probably use it to get out of here. Also, Big Bill is... Not only is he alive, but he's bigger and grosser with more eyeballs than ever. So, you know what we do? We take our minigun. Oh yeah, that's right. You can do that. His big charge. Shoot out these eyeballs. He's gonna grow them right back. I think it's pretty inefficient for the ultimate life form to just grow back its weak points. What do I know? I am not the ultimate life form. So I can't criticize. I like how he can run into the wall. Just dazes himself. I don't know, as he gets bigger, he does seem to be getting more clumsier. He caught me that time. I thought the train would get in the way. Is that it? Is he going down? He's crawling. He's a-crawling, and I think that means his time is up. I think it means his time is up. He produces so much fluid. Like, so much. Where does he get it all? Like, we don't see him eating anything. How does he get all this mass back?
Claire! It's okay. I'm here. We're getting out of here.
That was a strange sound. I wonder what that was. Guess it was nothing.
So what's the first thing you want to do when we get out of here?
I want to see where you live.
Good. 'Cause I take a shower.
Yeah.
Really? Not bad. Oh, yeah.
Claire!
Leon! It's so good to see you.
I told you we'd make it, didn't I?
You did.
Who's this?
This is Sherry.
Okay. Jesus!
What was that?
I don't know.
You stay here with Sherry. I'm gonna go check it out.
All right. We don't have the rocket launcher this time. So I'm gonna have to think about what do we do here? Alright. I don't know if I actually need any healing, because it just seems like if you get caught, then that's it. And like this is nothing in it anymore. Also, just can't forget something very important. Leon has entirely too many polygons for this ending. It's just ostentatious how many polygons he has. Let's see, there is a knife over here. You know, someone suggested that I should try the knife because you get a knife here. I thought that was weird. Why would they give you a knife? Considering we're right here, but they give you one, so I should try it. I don't know how well it does, but I guess it's what we're doing. How many knives do I have? Well, if this number of knives doesn't work, then I would assume that the knife is just not happening. All right, let's see how this works. Oh, no. That's just instant death. Alright, if I stay a little further away, I wonder if that could work. Because they have to give you a knife for that reason, right? Like, they're saying maybe you should try to use this. So maybe if I just sort of stay just far enough away that the instant death doesn't happen, but close enough that I can try to slash. Can that work?
We gotta stop.
Can I get him without getting eaten?
Hope you like bullets, because I got a hell of a lot more.
I mean, we're not using any of them. No, okay, he just ran. I could not get close enough. Alright, he has eyeballs that we know. He also has like a big eyeball that appears at the end. When I was using Leon, I just shot him in the big eyeball with the rocket launcher. It took like 3 rockets to kill him. I don't know how many knife slashes it would take. We could try it, because that is his big weak point. I could just wait for the eyeball, and then just try to stab him in the eyeball. So those other eyeballs, no way I can reach them with the knife. You know?
Stop meeting like this.
It's just, that's not happening. But maybe I can get his big eyeball with it.
Hope you like bullets, because I got a hell of a lot more.
I mean, I think at this point we know that he's a big fan of bullets.
For fuck's sake, how the hell are you still kicking?
Alright. Give me the big eyeball. Give me it. I want... There it is. I can't get close enough. I feel like the fact that they give you the knife means that you can do it. I just don't know how you do it. You don't get, like, clearly you don't get, like, a defensive, you don't get, like, a defense icon, a QTE, to stab him in the eyeball. But there, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's going to be working here. Alright. If the knife isn't working, and I know, how could it be that the knife is not working? What do we do? I don't know how much any of this is gonna work. We do have a bunch of this for whatever good that is going to do. Alright, got my 6-shooter. I'll try to shoot it in the eye. Like in its smaller eye. Before the big eye comes out, maybe we can do some damage before the big eye appears. We'll see how this goes. The thing is that knife only runs are like a time-tested tradition
I got a hell of a lot more
of Resident Evil games. So you'd think that you would be able to do it with just the knife.
For fuck's sake, how the hell are you still kicking? Chris, like
Well, there's the big eyeball. I guess I'm gonna use the mag. Let's see, that's, I guess, this. Okay, that's it. Considering that it took 3 rockets last time, I thought that that would have more health.
We're gonna lose that car!
There must be some timing that you can do to slash it with the knife. Like, maybe it has some kind of tell where you'll be able to tell that it's about to grab you to eat you, and maybe you can dodge back and then move forward in to slash with knife. Maybe you can do that.
Give me your hand!
So, are you guys like boyfriend and girlfriend?
No. We're just... well, we actually just met last night.
Yeah. That would have been one hell of a first date, though.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Look! He might be able to give us a ride.
What if it's not just the city?
Get Sherry out of here.
Come on.
Oh, that guy's gonna get killed by zombies. He's heading right towards Raccoon City. So we can rest assured he will die horribly.
So, is it over?
I don't know. But if it's not, we'll stop it. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, you damn right we will.
As long as we stick together, we'll be fine.
Well, we're not doing that. Leon should mention I'm off to Europe to go find my brother.
Adopt me.
Adopt you.
We can get a puppy.
Puppy.
And a parrot.
Perfect. Great.
I always wanted pets, but my mom said they're too messy.
Then my dad turned into like this monster with all this blood and pus coming out of him, and that's pretty messy. So I think my mom was she had a lack of perspective about what it means to be a mess. Well, Claire and Leon left it all in Raccoon City, including most of their polygons, and that is it for Claire B. Alright, so now we've done Claire A, Leon B, and Leon A, Claire B. I'm thinking about which order do I think goes better. I mean, most of the events happen the same way regardless. Like, really, the main difference is which of them talks to Marvin at the beginning. I mean, Leon has a connection to Marvin because Leon, it's his first day on the job. So he's there to be a cop, but Claire also has a connection because Chris is her brother, so that's what she talks about with Marvin. I kind of think that maybe Claire A, Leon B is a little bit better to do just because of Mr. X. Because basically, Mr. X, he gets built up into a boss fight at the end of Leon's thing. If you do Leon A first, then you fight Mr. X at the end of that. But if you do Claire A first, then you're evading Mr. X during that playthrough, but you never actually fight him, and then you meet him again in Leon B, and then that builds up to a big boss fight at the end of Leon B. And I think that goes a bit better to save the Mr. X boss fight until the end like that. I think that works a little bit better. So maybe I would say that Claire A, Leon B is maybe the better way of doing it, but there's so little difference between the two at this point in this remake that it's not that big of a difference. I know that a lot of people were disappointed in that there weren't all that many differences between the different routes, but I was okay with it. I mean, this game obviously has a lot different from the original RE2, but I thought that what they do well in this game, they do so well that I wasn't really sad about some of the changes, like how this doesn't have the zapping system. Because I think that they really nailed the sort of formula that they've been going on for a while, like starting with the more action-oriented RE with 4, going on from that. I think that this is really I think they really nailed the whole third-person, over-the-shoulder camera-based game in this, with the more horror-based thing, more slower-paced shooting than something like 5 or 6. I like how they had certain solutions, like how in RE4 you couldn't shoot while moving, you had to stay still, and in this game they let you shoot while moving, but they also make the shots a lot more effective if you're standing still, so that makes you want to stand still while you're shooting. I kind of like that little solution, that little compromise between having to stand still in previous games and being able to move, which is something you expect in a more modern game. Yeah, I think that this was, the RE2 remake was tremendous. Basically as good as I could have hoped that it would have been. Again, I know that a lot of people were hoping for a more, like a remake in the style of Remake 1, which was you take the same style of game and then you just enhance everything about it, while this was changing everything into a different style of game. But I think that they did it well enough that I'm really happy with how it turned out. I don't feel like that I wanted anything else. After playing this, I feel like this turned out as well as it possibly could have. So I'm really happy with how Resident Evil Remake 2 came out. So yeah, I had a lot of fun playing this. Had a lot of fun streaming it. Hope you had fun watching. Of course, we are done for now, but that doesn't mean that there's not going to be more DLC that's going to be coming out. I don't think Capcom has announced anything. We had Ghost Survivors, of course, but also with Resident Evil 7, there were a number of DLC releases. How did that go? It was, they released the banned footage tapes, which were, let's see, it was like a horde mode with Jack. Then there was the puzzle room with Marguerite. There was the card game with Lucas. There was the more story-based thing with Zoe. And then after that, they had another DLC release, which had Ethan Must Die. It had Jack's birthday. Remember those modes? And then a good amount of time went by, and then they released the final DLCs, which were Not a Hero and End of Zoe. So I don't know if this game is going to have that same kind of DLC schedule, but we've had one DLC release so far, Ghost Survivors. But if it does have that kind of schedule, then I would guess we are going to be seeing more DLC episodes coming out. I can only hope that we get something as incredible as End of Zoe. I don't know what they could do to match up to that, but I would like to see them do something as weird and as out there, but also turning out to be really good as End of Zoe. Maybe an alternate timeline mode where Marvin punches his way out of the RPD, and by the time Leon and Claire get there, like, all the zombies are dead. And Marvin is just standing there with bloody fists. You never know. But, as I said, I think that the only thing that I like better about the original game over the new one is the soundtrack. I really do like the original Resident Evil 2 soundtrack, and I think that it still works pretty well in this remake. And I am very anxious to see what direction they decide to go into with RE8. Because people like 7, and then people really like this, the remake of 2, so I wonder what direction they decide to go in with RE8. Do they decide to continue on with first person, or do they go with over the shoulder as they did here? The one thing that I am hoping is that they do decide to keep going on with the more horror-based RE. I do prefer the horror-based RE over the action RE, so I do hope that they continue on with that tone. So that's like the one thing that I'm hoping for. But everything, hardcore college student, there we go. Just not a. I have to assume the name of that achievement is on purpose, but it's not the best name. But that's what we did. We did Claire Redfield second on hardcore. 420, yo! That's right. Done with Resident Evil 2, that means it's time to blaze it up. If we wanted to do S rank, we would have to do it faster. We would have to use less saves. But all that's entirely doable. Let's see. What did we get for our hardcore college student? We got Costume Claire, Classic Custom, Model Claire Tank Top, Scary, I'm mispronouncing all kinds of words. Sherry's School Uniform, Infected version. Let's see. Is that here? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, let's see. Nope, let's get on that. Get up there. There we go. And we're walking. We're walking. I think that's the only animation we have here. There's Mr. Raccoon. He does have an animation, yes. Of course, who could forget Combat Knife? Stab, stab, stab. I mean, we've already seen some of these, I think. Yeah. Well, I haven't unlocked everything. But of course, I haven't, done things like, completed with S ranks and such. So there's still, little bits here and there in terms of bonuses. I haven't gotten all the Mr. Raccoons from Ghost Survivors, and such. So there are little things here and there that I didn't get. Did I get... I'm just trying to think about something. Oh, yeah. I did get that previously. I don't think I had that on stream. That is one of the masks we can get. So there are still, a few little bonuses, a few little unlockables that I haven't gotten. But I think as far as streaming Resident Evil 2, I think that this is it. I think that this is good. I had a really good time. And this was a really good game. I mean, it was good enough that even though we're only in March, it's gonna be difficult for anything else to be my favorite game of the year over this. It's not impossible, but it would be pretty difficult for something to top this for me for 2019, because this was really good, and I think that for me, this is gonna have the same kind of staying power as the original RE2. Like, this is a game I can see myself pulling up and just, like, speeding through it, just, like, in an afternoon or whatever. Like, it's, to me, I think that this is, it doesn't replace original RE2, of course, because it is very different, but I do think that it works really well as a companion piece, and is one that I'm sure that I will be playing many times in the following years. So, like I said, game turned out to be as good as I could have hoped for, and just had a whole lot of fun. And that means it's time to say goodbye to our good friend, Resident Evil 2 Remake. Been streaming this for, what, a couple months now, I guess? Almost uninterrupted for 3 days a week. And like I said, we're probably going to be back with this at some point when they release more DLC, which I assume that they're going to do. But for right now, we're going to say goodbye to our friend and be happy, I think. At least I'm happy that things turned out as well as they did. Who knows what's coming next in the world of Resident Evil, but I'm very interested to see what happens next. That's been it for this Bumble, Resident Evil 2. And I guess I'll say goodnight to the people who are watching this after the fact, after the stream. That's right, you people on YouTube. I'm going to say goodnight to you for right now. As the stream, of course, will continue, but of course we're going to be playing different games. Can't play Resident Evil 2 anymore. Can't play any game forever. I mean, I guess some people do play the same game forever. That's not what I'm going to do. You can't just stick to the same game forever. So, we are going to be moving on, but we're going to be remembering RE2 fondly. And we'll just say goodnight to Resident Evil 2 for right now. We'll say good morning to it at some point, I assume, when DLC comes out. But for right now, we'll say goodnight. Good night, Resident Evil 2. Good night, Mr. X. I'll see you some other time.